mode, then something's not right. Hello everyone. Good day, good evening, and all of that. No, we haven't quite forgotten how to do this. It's been a month since we've been recording from our home studios, because obviously a couple of weeks ago we were doing this in Orlando at Star Wars Celebration, sort of. Not at Celebration, but, you know, in the general vicinity of. The reason we're late starting is that it's to do with when we record this using a Google Hangout and we then stream it to Twitch. Maybe we should start using Skype or something. That would probably work a lot better. Then we just do Twitch and not worry about the Hangout. Don't know. Yeah, I mean, that would be easy enough to set up, but it means we would have... I was going to say we'd have no backup, but we would, because there's a local recording from OBS. And obviously we'll be online with Twitch. Alright.
Test. Okay.
Tweeted. Retweeting you, Oliva. Oh, yeah, technology. Yeah, we were using Firefox for the actual Hangout and streaming from there, but Firefox doesn't support add-ons anymore, or at least temporarily, so that doesn't work. And we can't stream from Chrome. For whatever bizarre reason. I haven't been able to do it for ages and now.
Yeah.
Or IE, Internet Explorer. Did we try Edge?
I have not tried Edge, but you want me to try Edge real quick?
No.
Okay.
No, let's just...
I'll have to try it next time.
Let's just do it like this for now.
Test.
Alright, so we will start. Are you guys actually live? Are we live?
We're streaming, yes.
So, I guess...
Well, I can't get a live feed up either. So, I don't know if Twitch is just being
Alright, let me have a look
dumb.
at it. Dex said it is working from OotiniCast.com live. So, let's have a look there. Yes?
Is Twitch working or not?
Alright, checking Twitch now. OotiniCast. You're live, thank you, Dex.
Okay. Yeah, I got a live feed as well now.
Okay.
Though I didn't change the actual episode name. Yeah, okay, shut up, Jason. Just heard myself. Let me just quickly change that, and then we'll start.
Distracting. Because I have to do it this way. I can't minimize it, so my whole thing is the Hangout from one side of my out of the corner of my eye. Okay.
Is your camera working, by the way?
It's on, but for whatever reason, it's not working.
All right.
Let me try.
You can be the Jawa.
Disabling. Can I disable this without removing it?
It's possibly one of the best lines I've ever heard. You can be the Jawa.
So you guys gonna chroma key some fancy background behind yourselves with your fancy green screens?
Test.
I don't know if we can do it in here.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I could, because I've done it before.
Right.
What you need to do is you need to use something like, not OBS, what's the other one? Extreme, something like that?
You can actually get a sort of virtual camera, which lets you stick something in between and then lets that virtual camera be put into like a Hangout. Because I have actually got that, because Annie got me the green screen a while ago, which I don't think I've ever used. So you can do it, but yeah, I had to pay for that.
Test.
And I've never used it. Typical.
Yeah, I think if you use something like XSplit or whatever it's called, you can actually use XSplit as a camera source. So you just run that and then change the camera from being the webcam to the to that thing instead.
Okay. It's as good as it's going to get. It's not going to work for my camera. It's not bringing me up the Hangout. I mean, I can try exiting and coming right back.
No, it's because you're using OBS as well. OBS doesn't allow you to use the camera in a different program.
Right.
If
Well,
you're using it on OBS.
I could remove I could remove the video capture device and see if that helps. Actually, let me try. let me also try this. Because a lot of times if I just force it to renegotiate it, it'll sort of notice it. No, it's not doing it. Okay. Are we good? Can you hear me?
We've lost Teo.
Oh, okay. In that case, let me try restart, and I can't restart OBS because it'll kill the stream. Well, I could redo that. Let me try. Okay. Right. All right.
Oh, it's just us two.
Yep. Stop that. Close OBS. Test, test, test. See if that brings it up. No? Okay. Let me try Okay, I'm gonna try restart the Hangout for myself. Be right back.
Wow. This is perfect.
It's going well tonight, doesn't it? This could be a late one. At the moment, well, I've managed to lock the cats back into the kitchen now. He did actually manage to get the door open, just ramming it.
Whoa,
Just
really?
trying to be the door. Yeah,
Wow.
he's a strong cat, let's say.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, he's well, coming up to 1 years old now as well, so he's almost an adult. Yeah. Hey, Dakion. Yes, it's just us two. We've taken over. We've kicked out Teo and Chill.
Okay.
Yay, your camera's working.
Oh, there
Yeah.
he is.
We can
And
see
I gotta,
you.
Yep, I gotta get OBS going, and we'll see if it still works. Okay, is it working?
And Teo
Yep.
is back as well.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna restart the stream.
Why'd you have to restart it?
Just to get my camera going.
Oh, right. No worries. Test, test,
So-
test. Alright. Yeah, this is all telling me I need to buy a new computer. So, this mic, I just noticed my rig is like 5 years old or something. So, time to upgrade. Get a new fancy new video card and such like. Alright. Because I suspect that's what's screwed up. If I drop out again, just keep going. And I'll struggle to get back in. Alright, sorry, stuff is still firing up in the background, so I may stutter a little.
Should.
Just firing up.
So,
Audacity.
okay, apparently yours is still working.
Which?
Yours. The OotiniCast.com one.
Oh yeah, and the Twitch stream?
And I'm checking that. Looks like it's working again. Okay.
Alright, alright. Alright, so fingers crossed nothing happens. That's usually the cue for something to happen. Alright, I'm ready to record, just check my volume, etc.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
There we go.
Alright, so we're only half an hour late. Let's do it. Have I just lost audio? Hello?
Nope, I can hear you.
Oh no, Chill just got auto-muted because he was typing. Okay.
Alright, I'm ready to go.
Let's do this.
Okay, going in 5. Actually, where'd my... let me make sure. Audacity. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, going in 5. Hi, and welcome to the OotiniCast, the podcast that is capable of running its own diagnostics. Thank you. That's ironic. Yeah. This is episode 307, being recorded on Thursday. May the 4th be with you, 2017. I'm your host, Chill, with our producer and co-host, Tio. Hi, Tio.
Hey, guys.
And we've got a couple of returning guests today. We've got Eleva, the streamer. How you doing, Eleva?
I'm doing great, thank you. May the 4th be with you.
Thank you. And Blay. How you doing, Blay?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. So, Eleva, let's start with you. How have you been since the last time you were on, and what you've been up to lately in game?
I'm doing great. Had to take a long break, unfortunately, because of real-life commitments. But strong back into it. It's going really well. Been doing a lot of Mass Effect because Andromeda just came out, but have also done a lot of SWTOR lately. Done my new, or started a new Jedi Shadow.
Are you a little quiet, Eleva, or is she quiet for you, Tia?
She is quiet, yeah.
Am I quiet?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Do you wanna?
Oh man, I'm gonna move a little bit closer to the microphone. Does that help?
No.
Not
Maybe
much.
increase your gain a little bit, or the volume.
Let me see here what I can do.
I don't know what changed because you were fine before.
We're just full of technicalities today.
That's better.
Oh, something happened.
Is that better?
Yes. Are you in
Yes.
studio mode by any chance?
Yeah, I'm in studio mode.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You were telling us about your Jedi Shadow.
Yes, I started a Jedi Shadow called Serenity Valley because I'm also a Firefly fan. Because I was lucky enough that in November I won a Senya's lightsaber pack in SWTOR's live stream, so I thought I should show it off.
Nice.
Does your character have a brown coat?
She has the bestial something armor. It looks pretty cool. She shows a little bit of skin, but has a hood on. Stuff like that.
Cool.
Okay.
I also became a Twitch affiliate. For those who don't know what that is, it means that Twitch has granted that you can now use bits in your channel. So it's like a commitment to Twitch. So that's a good thing as well. So there's a lot of traffic in because of that.
Sign.
Good.
Yeah, it means your audience is growing too. So congratulations.
Yeah. And I've experienced a lot because I know we're gonna probably talk about that later, but this thing with the amazing epic loot from Twitch Prime.
We'll talk about that. Yep.
I've experienced a lot of people coming in and wanting to give away their code who doesn't play the game.
Oh.
So if there's someone in countries who can't get Twitch Prime, there might be options.
That'd be me. Yes. Very disappointed by that, but we'll get to that too.
Yeah. But I think there's plenty of reasons to go into SWTOR streams because there's a lot of people giving them away.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. That's about it.
Oh, what do you think of Andromeda, by the way?
Andromeda is an amazing game. It has gotten a little of a beat because of some of the facial expressions. I just find it hilarious. But in general, it's a really, really good story. Has some good twists, a lot of BioWare moral dilemmas, and really nice gameplay. It has taken all the good things from Mass Effect 3 and even made it better. So I think it's a really good game.
High praise. Okay.
But I might be a little bit biased. I am a BioWare fangirl.
Are the facial animations as bad as you were alluding to? I know I heard all the controversy. Is it really that bad?
I don't think it's that bad. In my entire playthrough as Sarah Ryder, I came across 2 facial expressions where you're just thinking, okay, that's a little bit derp.
Okay.
The rest of it, I don't think it's really that bad. Right. It's on the same level as Horizon Zero Dawn from Sony.
Or Senya in Kotet, because she has some really bizarre facial expressions in some of the cutscenes.
Sometimes.
But so does Lana. The corners of her mouth turn like way down, and it looks like, they're going all the way.
But Lana
to
Beniko gets that as well. Gets really sour pussed down.
Like unnaturally, yes.
Yeah.
Like how does your mouth perform that particular feat? It's crazy.
But yeah,
All right.
I think that was about me.
Sounds good. And Blay, how about you? What have you been up to and what you been doing lately?
Well, I've also been playing quite a lot of Mass Effect and Andromeda since it came out. But I've got back into the SWTOR in the last couple of weeks, basically since 5.2 came out, just to do the new area, go through, do the new bits of story. I can talk a little bit about that if you want, but without any spoilers. And killing the new op boss. Went in, I think the second night it was out, we went in on a Wednesday. 8-man team, straight in, no problems.
On story or veteran?
Yeah, no, on story. The
Okay.
team I'm doing with, I don't think, well, I've never done a veteran mode with them,
Okay.
so I can't imagine that they'd be doing this one on veteran mode.
Is
But
that the SWTOR Family Guild?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've moved my main character now from the guild I was in into SWTOR Family. So I've been doing my raids with them.
Are they
And then
on the
last
Red
weekend-
Eclipse?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then last weekend then we went in to do it in 16-man. We only had 15 of us. That didn't work out quite as successful as the first time that we did it.
Oh.
So we swapped back down to 8-man.
Yeah.
We had a couple of people who had never done that boss before, and I don't think some of them had done any raids before. So I think going in for a 16-man with people who aren't sort of raiders is sometimes a little bit ambitious. You
right.
think it'd be easier,
Yeah.
but it's not. The content tends to be a little bit harder for 16-man than it is for 8-man. But purely from the number of ads, especially if we think about
Sure.
the mechanics for this particular boss, if you got more ads, then the mechanics is going to be a little bit harder. But yeah, it was fun. It was a good night. I quite enjoyed it.
Excellent. And
Cool.
what's your opinion of Andromeda?
Again, I really loved the story. I thought there were a lot of homages to the previous versions of Mass Effect. In the same way as sort of the latest as the Force Awakens is a kind of homage to previous Star Wars movies. You know, there's a lot of similarities.
Ah, okay. Sure.
There's a lot of similarities in this one as well. Without giving any spoilers away, there's a couple of things where you just think, oh yeah, that's very similar to when this happened in Mass Effect 1.
Yeah.
And, oh, this is very similar to when this happened in Mass Effect 2.
Okay.
Yeah. But that doesn't take away from the fact that it's a really good story. I sort of agree with the criticism that a lot of people come up with regarding the UI in the game, especially on the PC. I find that I'm often hitting the wrong key because it's counterintuitive that in order to confirm something you got to hit the escape key. Yeah,
Oh.
that kind of thing.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
Yeah, I'd expect escape to be back,
Sure.
not
Yeah.
Yep.
True.
confirm and continue.
Can you
So,
remap the keys?
I believe you can.
Yeah, okay.
I am
I'm
bothered.
not
I
sure
just got
on-
used to it.
I'm not sure on that. I think it's only on combat stuff you can change the keybinds.
Makes sense.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
the only thing I rebound was the ability to evade, because I kept on. My evade was basically linked to the button. I kept on opening up the console window,
Yeah.
so
Mine
that was
too.
really bugging me. So I ended up just remapping that, just so I wasn't opening up the console window all the time. Because once you're in the console window, that's it. You anything
can't
that
move.
you press then is just typing into the console, and you're there and you just get shot. And it's like
Yeah.
close the console. So
Yeah.
so I did that. I remapped that one, but yeah, it's a good game. I did really enjoy it.
Okay. I know it's not Star Wars, but it is BioWare, so I'm interested in the game. Anything else,
Alright.
Blake?
Yeah.
Well, the only other thing then I got is trying to get more characters through Kotek, because as you guys are aware, I did like 11, 12 characters through Coffee. I did a lot less to the end of Kotek, so I decided that if I want to do the new area and sort of experience the options that only warriors and troopers would get, I got to actually finish my warrior and my trooper through
Right.
through Kotet, so I've been doing that for the last couple of days.
Okay, cool.
I've become very, very good now at going into the palace and doing a little puzzle, running around and clicking all the consoles.
Yes. I can't stand that
very good
chapter.
at it.
Oh
Yeah.
man, the first time I felt so dumb.
All right, Tio, how about your week?
So let's see. Last time we spoke, it was on the Saturday night, third day of Star Wars Celebration. So just mentioned on the Sunday, we did sort of casually wander in on the Sunday. Didn't go and see the closing ceremony or anything like that. Again, those things they basically sell out, as in people get the wristbands to get into the live version very quickly because that's on the stage with only 2,500 people or less. Yeah, so that was kind of silly. But anyway, we just wandered around the hall for a while and then that was it. Star Wars Celebration was over. Still, plenty of cosplayers around, plenty of stuff to see. Had a good look at the exhibition hall one last time, and yeah, so that was good. And then I flew
nice.
home that night, on Sunday night, and that all went very smoothly. Now, believe it or not, I have actually played some Star Wars The Old Republic, because I wanted to take a look at some of the new stuff, specifically the Galaxy map, and I started playing through the Iokath storyline. But really haven't had much time, but at least I'm getting in there and doing it. So, yes, we'll talk more about the Galaxy map when we talk about that in the news. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me, at least for now. Over to you, Chell.
All right. Well, let's do a shout out to the chat room. Let's see. Anu, Enog is here. Arcceptor, Berryman, Blay is here as Black Gaming, Dan Robins27, Darth Brundlefly, Dekion, Dreadex, Duragi, Evans04111, Eleva is here. Yuno Jupiter, Jedi Cyfrog, Lee Baroja is here, former guest, Lustin Lash, Masmus, Feels Goods, Severity, Siskike, Sledgester, Super Batman 90, the Reynaldo, the Z-Man 1, and Xander223. Hello, everyone. All right. Yeah, I did do the new Iokath area as well on my Sentinel, and then I figured, well, if I'm going to be doing, I'm gonna try to stick to one class, so I decided to make a mirror. So made the Marauder, and I'm hard leveling him up pretty well. He's level 43, I believe. He's headed towards Corellia, and so he's almost at the end of the class story. So that's going quite well. I figure one more good, stream session should do it, and then it'll be out probably straight off to Coffee and Kotet if it will let me. I can't remember exactly what levels I have to be, but yeah, if I have to do a couple of flashpoints or war zones or something, that'd be fine too. Yeah, and then go on. I'm enjoying seeing the warrior story. I haven't seen it in a little while. Kind of doing a bizarre, mostly light, I guess, but kind of some dark choices as well. It's been very interesting. I've also specifically taken some choices that I've never seen before. They always seemed like weird options to me, and it's funny how often those actually turn out to be some of the more interesting ones. It's like, who would choose this when if someone says something aggressive towards you, and then one of the options is really bizarre, you wouldn't expect it, and I've never chosen it before, and then I decided to choose it this time, and then it turns out there's really kind of an unusual twist to it because of that. So I'm finding that there's all kinds of little details in the game that I have never experienced before, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so enjoying that, and then yeah, I'll be doing the whole Sentinel and Marauder mirror thing, and then I'll just kind of do both. That way, if whatever side I'm needed for, I can jump on it. So that'll be good. And that will bring us to, well, the tip of the week. No tips sent to us this week, but we do have one from the chat from our friend and guildmate Dekion. During the Jar Jar Joyride last weekend, we entered Dread Fortress and got our butts kicked immediately, even though we were in story mode. After a few tries, I realized that my personal story difficulty was set to master mode, since that's how I run chapters, and I was the first one in the raid. When I changed my difficulty to story mode, the raid changed to story mode.
Oh my god, so that is a fantastic little bit of advice. If you go into a raid and it just seems to be way, way hard, even though you were pretty sure it was on story, that could
Maybe
be
that's
why.
what happened to us
Nice
that other
deck.
time, yeah. Because, yeah, we got our butts kicked a few weeks ago on what was supposed to be story mode, and maybe that was it. Who knows?
I'm going to use that excuse anyway for everything.
Sure.
Yeah, it sounds like a good excuse anyway. It sure does. All right. So thank you, Dekion. Right, so please send your tips to OotiniCast@gmail.com by next Wednesday for a chance to win a Tonfon or M83R Droid pet code courtesy of BioWare and an OotiniCast provided cartel market pack from the latest shipment. And that will bring us to the holo feed. Tio?
All right. Well, it's been a while since when we were doing the Cantina show. We didn't really have a chance to talk this stuff through. But, well, this is new actually. The Build Your Legacy trailer that has just come out. It's to celebrate May the 4th, Star Wars Day, as we've been talking about. And it's effectively just a promo for the game. There is a lot of stuff from the new chapters and from Iokath. There was a bit of Galactic Starfighter thrown in there as well, I saw. Just a tiny few frames, but, it was there. So it's a general introduction to the game. So they're obviously having a bit of a marketing push to try to get people in conjunction with this new SWOTOR Prime, which is what they're calling it, promotion. Though I should also mention, if you log in by May the 8th, you will get your own M4Y6 astromech droid. So that is M4Y, May the 4th, and this, I think the Y is for year 6, and they've done this every year pretty much since the game came out. Every year you get another astromech droid, and so this is just the latest. Now, to get that, you do have to log in by... I'm just scrolling down to find it, because it's mentioned in patch notes for 5.2.1. And you have to log in by before May 8th. So it's all running now. So if you log in now, but you do have to do it before May 8th to get that astromech droid. Don't have to be a subscriber or anything. Log in and you'll get the droid on all your characters. But you do have to log in at least once on one character. So anyway, let's now talk about the whole SWOTOR Prime thing, which is in conjunction with Twitch Prime. What's Twitch Prime, you may ask? Apparently it's new. If you may recall, Amazon bought Twitch a while ago, and Amazon has Amazon Prime, and this is some sort of fancy new setup to try to convince people to fork over extra cash for Twitch. Or, if you are already an Amazon Prime member, you automatically get Twitch Prime.
We just have to connect it up?
Yeah.
Or maybe just, yep, okay.
Yeah, you just need to connect the accounts to authorize it, then you automatically have Twitch Prime, so you have one sub to a favorite streamer available that you can use while you have Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime.
Cool.
So it's been
That's
quite
going to be a
popular
lot more
since
subscribers,
October.
yeah. There'll be a lot more subscribers for people to give subscriptions out to.
Yeah.
Now, you can get... Go ahead.
Do you automatically get it if you're just using the Amazon Prime trial period?
Apparently, yes.
If
They
you
did imply
use the
that.
trial period, you just need to click to get the code. It's always on the left side of the browser. It says free with Prime. You go and you click, you get the code, and then you redeem it. You don't even have to renew it.
Can you actually buy Twitch Prime by itself, or it's basically Amazon Prime and you'll always get Twitch Prime?
It is Amazon Prime. You can choose to be what's it called, Twitch subscriber, but I think they've just automatically put it together with Twitch Prime.
Right. Okay, cool. Now this particular offer is only valid through to the May the 15th. It is live now for Twitch Prime members. So to do what we've been talking about, you get the Eternal Throne Ultimate Pack, which includes... It's effectively the free kind of offer for getting into the game. You do not need to be a subscriber, but you will get all 9 chapters of the letters of Kotet. You'll get the free Outlander token, which lets you create a character at level 65 and then play through Kotet. Now, is it only the first chapter or is it the whole thing? It looks like the whole thing.
I think it's the entire thing.
Yeah, so rather than just that first chapter, you do get all of Kotet and can play through it. Now, of course, you still need to be level 70 to actually play the end game, but it looks like you can get through all of Kotet. And would guess you cannot create any more characters unless you actually subscribe, like a level 1,
Probably
and then play
not.
through the regular story. Now, this is all theoretical for me, because when I tried to click on the let's give it a shot, it said, sorry, Twitch Prime isn't available in your country. Twitch Prime is currently available only to customers in the US, Canada, United Kingdom, France, Germany, Spain, and Italy. But no, not for us here in Australia, or New Zealand, or, well, anywhere else, really. So, yes.
I can, next time someone comes into my channel and say they have a code they want to give away, I can get one for you.
That'd be great, but sure.
There are loads of people doing it on Twitch at the moment, just giving it away.
Yeah, it is kind of strange, isn't it? Because a whole lot of them aren't going to play SWTOR.
Where does the code exactly come from? I mean,
it's just a code that is on Twitch. When you have Twitch Prime, then you have like free with Prime. It pops out a window. It has a button that says "Get Code." Then you get a digital code that you then can use for whatever. But you have to redeem it on swtor.com/redeem code.
Yeah, it's on the left sidebar under Free with Prime when you've logged into twitch.tv. So you can probably do it right now, Chill, if you've got your Twitch.
Yeah, I'll probably do it tonight.
Yep. Excellent.
And then you get, of course, you forgot, you get a walker mount as well.
Yes, the ACPT Walker mount.
I actually like it. I think it's funny.
Is it better than the Walker mount that you get in the... Oh, God, what are they called? On the Star Fortress Eye?
Well, I'm going to have to say that all the... now someone is going to kill me. The walker is a walker. But I like it because it has like a flashlight on top that can blind you.
Oh.
And then it has a satellite dish on the back so it looks like you can watch cable. I think it's funny.
Okay, no worries.
I like it.
Yes. So, in addition to free Kotet for, if you're already a subscriber, obviously that's kind of worthless, but yeah, at least you get the Walker mount. So
yeah, and
that's pretty much it, though.
And you get a boosted character available.
Oh, you get the extra token as well.
Yep.
Oh, all right. That makes it really worth it. So, no worries. So,
I'll get your code.
Thank you. That'd be great. All right, so let's talk about the actual patches that have come out since last time we spoke. Firstly, Game Update 5.2, The War for ICAF. Remember, it was delayed a week for quality reasons, but it is most definitely here by now.
Mm-hmm.
Includes the new ICAF storyline, which I've just started playing through.
Yeah,
the way to describe it. When a super weapon of unimaginable power is discovered on Iokath, you must choose to ally your forces with either the Republic or the Empire and deal with the inevitable consequences. Yes, and you gain access, obviously, to the daily area, which we've talked about previously. Now, we did get a post on the forums that said, without getting into spoilers, the main storyline will continue in the future. You do not need to play the Operation, which is the 5 boss. Only Tithe is out so far. The twins will be next, to continue that part of the story. Although the op will give you a taste of the gods. Gods being the Kulan Pantheon.
I certainly hope so, because it's stopping at a cliffhanger.
In the story?
Yes. I'm not going to say what, but it's a cliffhanger that pisses me off.
Now, is the story unreasonably short, do you think? Because I saw that criticism. Or is it fairly decent sized?
It is a bit short. But again, they're doing this for the Operation boss's sake, I would guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, by the way, if anyone has pity on me, I have not tried yet because I don't have a group.
Ah. Surely someone can get a leader into a group. Surely. You're on the Red Eclipse, are you not?
Yeah, I've also started a character on Harbinger.
Oh. Well, there's always the Jar Jar Joyride. If you want to join in the Utini folk. Now, of course, playing through the story, you can either get Malabai Quinn or Alara Dawn, Sith Warrior and Republic Trooper companions respectively. Obviously one or the other, depending on the choice that you make. So, obviously, just play it through and then you'll see that for yourself. Now, there was a problem with people getting either of those companions. There was a particular scenario in which it could happen that you didn't. And apparently that is fixed as of patch 5.2.1, which is out now. But if you were someone who missed out the first time, it sounds like they haven't properly fixed it yet. So you may just have to wait or put in a ticket about it.
I didn't get any of them.
Ah, okay. Do you know what you did that actually triggered that? Not that it matters now, but...
No, I have no idea. I just played it through, but nothing happened at the end. It's like, you do this and then you're being told to go to the daily area, but nothing else happened.
Okay.
What confused me on mine is it told me that I had both companions, but then I ended up with only one of them. But I actually got the messages pop up on the screen to say, so-and-so's returned and so-and-so's returned. And I was like, oh, great. I've got an extra special bag of getting both companions. And then
did you get the one that you expected, or did you get the other one?
Yeah, sadly I got Quinn, which is quite disappointing, but yeah.
Now,
well, that's what you get for being Darkside, huh?
Yeah, no, I know. It feels like an extra punishment, to be honest with you.
There are a couple of scenarios in which are intended in terms of not getting the companion. Firstly, if you were a Sith warrior and you acquired Quinn and you killed him, is that only Sith warrior who can do that? That's a shame.
Yes, apparently.
Okay, you will no longer be able to summon him because he's dead. But I
have seen that. That is brutal.
Oh. But does that mean any other character who acquires Quinn and kills him can then summon him?
No.
Or they don't get the option?
Yeah, I didn't get the option. I would have loved to be able to kill him. But I just didn't get the option.
Right. Yeah.
To be fair, using the small amount of RP that I do put into the game, I wouldn't have killed him on any character other than a warrior, because any other character wouldn't have had reason to kill him.
Yeah.
Right.
Only the warrior will if you're really that petty.
Yeah, well,
sorry.
Your dark side. Of course you're petty. Like, come on.
I don't know about petty. I mean, he does try to murder you.
Grudging.
Yes. Oh, it's a completely valid grudge you could have. Really.
It's pretty solid.
He was certainly not my favourite companion after I went through that part. Anyway.
Me neither, but still.
Now, the other situation, you may miss out on Alara if you're a trooper who sided with the Republic, obviously, but you made very dark side choices during Kotfi and Kotet. So you may have already sort of laid the groundwork, because she will then refuse to join you. So if you're dark, because choices matter, people, yes, she won't join you.
But what if you're then a male trooper who had romanced her, but then you banged Ilara? No, not Ilara, Lana. What then?
I don't know. Depends how forgiving she is, I guess. She could be extremely understanding.
All the Siths could learn something from that, huh?
Yes.
Sorry.
Alright, so that's all.
I had a bit of an issue with the choice of the two characters, though, that they did bring back. And in particular with the story, because I felt like they could have brought back any character based on the amount of usage or amount that I actually saw them during the story.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil too much, but I didn't really see that there was anything really specific that said it had to be those two characters that came back.
I think on Trooper it's fairly valid.
Right, I haven't done the Trooper yet.
In my opinion, but
okay.
No, on the Republic side, I mean, on Republic, that it's Alara who's chosen for it. But on Imperial, I agree, it could have been anyone. But
all right,
just my opinion.
Now, next, let's talk about the new operation, Gods from the Machine. Obviously, only the first boss, Tithe, the God of Rage, is available. Leia, you said you took him down pretty easily on 8-man, is it? And had a bit of struggle on 16-man with only 15 people. But anyway, is Tithe... do you think it's a good encounter, just the way it's designed?
Yes. We basically ignored a lot of the sort of mechanics of it.
Okay.
Certainly on story mode. We basically went in... I think I was a bit more precious about, oh my god, we've got X number of stacks. But we never actually had any problems at all with stacks. The stacks just dropped off fast enough that we didn't actually get anywhere near sort of hitting the enrage.
That's what I've heard about story mode.
Yeah, we just went in, sat down, and I think it took about 20 minutes. So I got all ready for a raid night. And it was like 20 minutes, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, we done. We actually spent more time at the end of the raid messing around because we found some great ways of dying. When if you jump over the edge, you don't like drop down anymore. You sort of die almost immediately as soon as you go over the edge.
Okay.
So we did videos of one of my friends jumping over the edge, and then I was using my pull to pull him back. But he's already dead, so you're basically just pulling a dead body. Back onto the platform.
Oh, gross.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah,
Wow.
and we sort of clip that up, and and I would jump over the edge and use pull and pull somebody with me and that kind of thing.
Ha.
But you can't even use your teleport on a saw. You jump over, you teleport, but you teleport back dead.
Goodness.
So
I have to hear from someone who has done it on veteran mode eventually, just see how tough that is, or watch something on Twitch.
well, I know I've got a friend who's done it. Pretty
Yeah,
much
so
got
do
a
I.
farm already on hard mode. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
but then it's the first boss, and they did say that the difficulty of the bosses was going to ramp up throughout the
Which is the way it should be.
encounter.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you say that's how it should be, but how
I
many
do.
times is the third boss the hardest boss in an op or
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It
pipe
shouldn't be
killer?
like that. It should actually ramp up so the last boss is the hardest and get there. I know they've not done that previously, but this time
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
different.
It's usually like the third boss that just stops pigs from progressing, basically.
All right, now the galaxy map, we mentioned that earlier. Obviously, you've all had a play with it by now, I would assume. Now, if you haven't been in the game, which is possible for at least some of you, the way it works, it looks really good, just the way they've really sexed it up or made it modernized or
very
whatever.
nice.
It's very quick. They've removed those kind of redundant animations of between moving to the different sections of the galaxy, so that sort of part works the same. But the really bizarre part is I assume if you've got the perk that lets you travel to your personal starship, I'm not sure about that, but because I have it, and you can pick anywhere on the map, anywhere, any planet. You just click on it, and you're just teleported straight there. You don't have to go up into your starship. You don't have to fly there. You just, boom, you're there.
Using what ability?
That's the perk. Your
The perk to-
starship perk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
you
I
can
haven't tried it
travel
if you
to
don't have
your-
that perk. So,
You mean
You
personal
basically-
starship, or is this a new one?
Yeah.
no, it's the
Yeah,
personal
it's your
starship
personal
one.
starship.
I didn't get any
No.
new one.
My personal starship takes me to my starship.
Yeah, I know. That's what works. But what I'm saying is, if you pull up the galaxy map from anywhere, just using the map,
Oh,
you can choose any location on that map,
Yeah,
no matter
because
where
you
you
have
are,
I see.
and you'll just go
Okay.
straight there. You will
Okay.
you'll be charged a credit cost because it's as if you got into your starship, flew there, exited, but you're
But it saves
basically
you. It saves you the loading time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I didn't check
Cool.
was where you actually end
I
up.
haven't done that.
I saw if it's a planet with a space station, you end up in the space station or on the surface.
I don't know.
Which ones did I try? Yeah, I only tried Corellia and Balmora. I have to try some more, but
Right.
yeah, I'm not sure how
one
I
thing.
feel about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like the
One thing
fact
that's
that you
new
get a
also-
little,
Sorry.
planet icon next to the mission, and if you click that, it'll take you to the actual place where the mission is.
Oh God,
Well,
really?
Yeah.
That's not
you
just
just click it.
dailies, as the heroics.
No, it's happening on my class story.
Yeah,
once.
okay, all right,
Not that I actually use it because I'm going from
yeah.
story to story to story. But if I had left to go back to the fleet or something, I could in fact use it.
Yeah.
Much
Anu
that
says it's the same place you would load into if you were going there on your ship. So yeah, it's just skipping getting the starship, choosing
Skipping the actual
location,
ship.
traveling, exiting. So
It can
Yeah.
be pretty smart if you like doing world bosses with a group, then it shortens the time.
or anything like that, really.
Yeah.
No, it's
one
cool.
One thing I noticed when I was using it is, this is on my leveling character, and I was going to, it said, go to Belsavis. And I did, but then it turned out that I didn't go to the right place on Belsavis, because I clicked on Belsavis, did the travel, but unfortunately, unlike the old one, it's not just the planet. You can also go to specific spots on the planet. So there's a Section X part of Belsavis, and you can actually click to it and go directly there.
Right.
and
Yes.
which is fine, except I wasn't expecting it, and so
You clicked
it
on the
actually,
wrong bit, right?
yeah, it put me on the wrong spot, and then it's like, and it didn't trip the little mission because it says take your ship to Belsavis. Well, it doesn't consider that Belsavis, so
Gotcha.
I had to leave Belsavis, go to I just picked the fleet, and then went back to actual Belsavis, and then I was able to continue with my story. Yeah.
It's not just that as well. It's the devil's in the details with some of the missions because it'll say use your ship,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's literally a case of you have to be on your ship, and
Right.
the trigger for the next part of the mission is you leaving your ship. So if you use any kind of shortcut to go from one planet to another planet, it won't actually trip it.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. What else? What else did I want to mention? Yeah, if you got the priority transport to get to a particular planet, you can use a galaxy map and just go there straight at no cost, because otherwise there is a credit cost, as if you'd gone there via Starship. Liba Aroha confirms that if you don't have the perk, it won't let you just travel there via the galaxy map from anywhere. You just have to do it the old-fashioned way, go to your ship.
Interesting.
They say that quick travel is supposed to work while located inside ship hangars. That's a filthy lie. At least on the one planet I tried it on, my quick travel was disabled
From
while
what
inside the hangar.
yeah,
So,
I've been doing nothing but class stories, so lots of Starship hangars, and I haven't noticed being able to quick travel from inside.
for the love of the Force, please fix that, because that is one thing that just grinds my gears. But anyway, now next, Galactic Command gearing changes. We've talked about how this is going to work, but basically crates get better as you level. You get a greater chance to get set bonus gear and guaranteed unassembled gear drops on operation bosses. We talked about all this. Now there is tier 4 and tier 1 will no longer come out of crates anymore. So yada. Oh, is that true? Tier 1 will no longer drop from operations. Tier 1, yeah. I assume you still get
Cool.
tier 1 from the crates in
Yeah.
the first lot, yeah. Right, now Master Mode Uprisings. Uprisings now, the 10 that are available, the Uprisings now have a Master Mode. Has anyone tried a Master Mode Uprising?
No.
No.
Yeah, I think they're going
you?
to go the way of Flashpoints. Lol, no.
Oh, I see.
I haven't even done a Story Mode Uprising, let alone anything, so
Oh, really?
I will add that to my list
They're
of
pretty
things to
good.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I
they're
hear.
fun.
And they're easy to do and quick. Well, Master Mode might not
That's-
be, but
Given I have limited time, that would probably be sounds great. All right.
Yeah.
And they've updated class story intros. So, anyone done a new character?
yeah.
And?
It
Are
is
they?
true. I sat with that. What the heck is this? This is not what it usually.
Is it
but I
better,
would
though?
say on the sorcerer, I didn't see any change.
Yeah, Warrior, there was a few minor changes that I noticed, but
I didn't
it
notice
wasn't,
anything
it wasn't
on
like
the
a major
sorcerer.
revamp.
Yeah, okay.
But on the consular, you meet Seobicon outside of the building, for example. So that's changed.
Okay.
And it's all about how they're panning it and how they're using the camera and so on.
Right. They're using
So
the
it
new
makes
tech.
it more
Cinematic.
making it seem cinematic. And it does look good. I think it's a great job.
Well, clearly they want to bring people in and hook them, and so revamping that first experience when people first get into the game, because that's where they lose a lot of people. They just fire it up, they give it a go, and then they say, I don't want to do this. But if it's really sexy and really draws them in, excellent. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that works. All right, let's just go through some general notes. We'll just touch on a few things, because this has been out for a while, to be honest. Chapter 1 and 2 of Codfee, they had their CXP rewards drastically reduced, because you will recall people were running these to death. They did tell us they were going to do this, but now it's pretty much the same as any other. So no real advantage to doing Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 as opposed to anything else. So just pick a chapter you like, I guess. I assume someone has actually worked out the prioritized order of the best way to do it now. Which chapter is the best return on investment in terms of CXP? Anyway, someone let me know.
Right.
Just asking. Now, the 100% command XP boosts, the ones you get from the vendor and from the Kato market, will now work on all command ranks rather than being the section ones, the way it used to work. So that's all been changed. What else? Blah, blah, blah. So let me just run through. If there's something in here that catches your eye, feel free to sing out. Because it's just bug fixes. Crossland authorities have taken an aggressive stance against weeds growing planet-wide. Players will see a reduction in plants randomly sticking up through metal flooring around the planet. Whoops.
Huh.
Oh, I wish I'd seen
Yeah,
that.
that is
that one.
important.
That is important.
Oh, it's nice that the Breaktown quick travel will automatically
Unlock
open.
for Chapter
Yeah,
7.
'cause
Lady of
I've always
Sorrows.
had to manually
Go.
do that one.
Right. The following legacy perks now have additional benefits due to the new Galaxy map, priority transport, personal starship. That's the thing that lets you travel directly, as we talked about already, and the Planet One just makes it zero cost. It's pretty much as we talked about. All enemies now have a command experience value when killed. I noticed this yesterday. Just
Yes,
I did as
that's
well.
normals,
cool.
just +1. Silvers look like they're +2, and it's up from there. So, sure, why not?
I think
It
it
is
makes
kinda
more
cool.
sense because it's
Yeah.
kind of a replacement for XP, isn't it? You got
Yes.
XP whenever
Yeah.
you kill something. So
Now, you may recall that what they said was before we had the double, triple CXP event, and that was going to end, but they were going to boost things so that the rate at which you got CXP would be more or less the same as it was during the event. This was one of the ways they did it, by adding the CXP to just killing everything. That was just another source which they didn't have before, so that's kind of cool.
Right.
doesn't that mean that the XP now during uprisings must be epic because of the amount of enemies in there?
I guess
So
so.
just throw
Yeah.
enemies at you like there's no tomorrow.
Don't know, I must say. That is one
I would
case
say
where
so,
you
yeah.
don't get CXP, but yeah, you're probably right. Now, places where they weren't dropping loot, like story mode flashpoints, veteran and master mode flashpoints, all now do drop loot as intended. Bolster for all PvE content has been buffed slightly. Sure, I guess it must have been a bit low given how they tuned everything. I'm glad I can cut out all these pauses when I edit. Culto stations will now respawn when an entire party dies. Party wipe during an uprising boss encounter. That would have been annoying
that's a
if you were
good-
running
that's
out
a
of
good
culto
change.
stations. Yeah, definitely.
It made it harder
Yeah.
because you didn't have the culto stations anymore. So if you died once, that was it.
Yep.
It's like, oh, okay, no, we
Yeah.
haven't got any culto stations.
Lol.
Yeah, that's
Tip,
true.
don't die.
Better hope you got a healer. And you probably wouldn't if it's a tactical. As they all are.
Well, I'm gonna have to say, even with the tactical uprisings, I would always recommend to have a healer on the group, no matter what.
Right. Okay.
Because even though it's story mode, you can sometimes get in bad luck, and sometimes you can just hit pucks that I'm not gonna say anything about.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Right.
The final boss of Landing Party, the Landing Party Uprising, will be more respectful of players' schedules and will now actually show up for the fight when they should. You may remember that there were some circumstances in which he just wasn't there. Galactic Starfighter daily and weekly missions now award unassembled components. They do talk about that, just to bring it in line with the other types of PvP. And daily missions award 8, and weekly missions award 20 unassembled components. So remember, there is still reasons to do GSF. In addition to the
Yeah.
CXP, lots more bug fixes. Lots of bug fixes. Da da da. Wow, there were a
Lot
lot
of
of
them.
bugs, weren't there? Blah blah. Didn't want to mention that. They go into a little bit more detail, which we've already talked about the command crate rate at which you get stuff. You get as your rank increases, you get a better chance of getting the blue and purple gear as you hit each new of the 3 tiers. And then once you're at 300, you're at tier 4, and you only get the better gear, etc., etc. Now, it's intended that non-final bosses are dropping prototype and artifact gear in operations. They will not be unassembled gear pieces, which is kind of what they implied when they said they're going to change this. So that is the bosses leading up to I believe that's only master mode, though. Is that true? But they're looking at improving this experience in the future. So for regular operations, in story mode, you will get unassembled gear pieces for Tier 2. Veteran mode is Tier 3. And you get Tier 4 prototype and artifact gear off the final boss. Sorry, you get Tier 4 unassembled gear pieces off the final boss and Tier 4 prototype and artifact gear off the non-final bosses, which is what we just said. So don't expect unassembled pieces in master mode, which is a kind of odd change. But as Keith said,
it's because it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the toughest and a prestige to get to.
Right. So why not drop Tier 4 off everything?
Because it's the final boss that should be the most difficult to get, so that should be the prestige.
Okay, alright. Just asking. Guess that makes sense.
I agree, it's a bit strange, but yeah.
Though the difference, of course, in Gods from the Machine, in the new operation, Tier 3 unassembled gear pieces will drop in story mode, Tier 3, and Tier 4 will drop in veteran mode of every boss. Interesting. That obviously only ties so far. We talked about most of this before. Gear vendors, in case you may have noticed this, will only show your discipline's gear by default, but there is a pull down so you can change that to just show everything, if you so desire. Alright, what else? Oh god, so many notes. Anything jumping out, because these are all just bug fixes. No. Yep.
I like the bug fix for the Zerka Kratomatic.
Which is?
The tireless engineers at Zerka Novelty Labs have released a free software update for the Zerka Kratomatic that incorporates the Zakulan crate into the device's repertoire.
Ah, there you go.
Zerka has refused to confirm rumors that the same update introduced a bug into the device wherein it may, in very rare cases, disguise a user as a potted plant.
That's awesome.
I sold mine like 4 months ago.
Wow, how much did you get for it?
35 million.
Wow.
That's cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seems cheap.
For that.
But there were several on it, but it all depends on if they're popular at the moment to sell or not. But I've been trying for a year to sell it, and
You finally said, heck, let's get the
yeah,
let's get the 35 mil and call it good.
I got it for 22, so it's still an increase.
Nice.
Alright, so Nerf calves around the galaxy have become strangely hungry as of late? What does that mean?
Wait, what?
I know! Alright, so if you're anywhere around the galaxy, check out Nerf calves and just see if they're like now chewing on the scenery. Cool, alright. Alright, let's talk
Literally.
about war zones. Increase the requirements to earn damage done, healing done, and damage prevented medals. So no cruising for medals, it would seem. 6p bonus earned for each medal that you get has been increased. So the medals are harder to get, but you will get more CXP for doing so. And PvP bolster has been increased to item rating 238 to take account of tier 4 gear.
That's fair enough. But I would just say, I know I'm not a PvP boss. Everyone in this channel probably knows that I am not the PvPer. But I will say that when I'm in there, I think it sucks that I get less medals because I'm a healer compared to a DPS.
Well, that's fair. Sure.
I think it's tougher to get medals as a healer.
It is tough to get medals as a healer, and playing a healer is, well, more stressful. I always found in war zones, but but DPS is more fun, obviously. But yeah, it's just not fair. It's not
fair.
There's no CXP for the votes, right? Unfortunately.
You would
think
expect
so.
not. I don't know what they were rewarding for that.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of other stuff in Game Update 5.2, just bug fixes for the most part. But let's now go to patch 5.2.1, which just came out this week eventually because they had, shall we say, issues. So it seemed to take them all day to get the game going again. So obviously they were apologetic because they didn't intend that to happen. So what happened was, during their initial validation steps, just to make sure everything's right, they discovered that anyone using Bitraider, which is the newer version of the client, as far as the updating goes, quickly discovered that nothing was actually being downloaded. So that held them up for an hour. But as soon as they sorted that out and they were ready to verify everything was working properly again, so there was around noon Central Time, they couldn't connect to the game and they were receiving a login error as unavailable. That's disturbing if you're the game people and trying to get into your own servers and you can't get in there. Apparently it was a data center wide issue that was preventing access to more than just SWTOR. So some sort of EA thing. Obviously they share the data center with other games and other services presumably. So boo. And lastly, once they got access to the game, everyone should be able to patch the clients, but they're still having connection issues with the back-end services. But they did sort that out. And so, done! Finally, you were able to get it. Yeah, anyway. So once that was patched, you were able to get your May the 4th Astromech droid. And it turns out there is a double XP event running. It is live now from Star Wars Day and will continue through to May the 14th. So just important dates there. Log in before May the 8th at least once to get your Astromech, your M4Y6, and double XP runs through to May 14th.
Very nice.
Yep.
And is that just XP or is that CXP as well?
They don't say.
Well, I just did COTA today, and I did not get extra in CXP.
Alright,
Okay.
looks like just regular character XP if you are
Not
leveling a new
that I
character.
noticed. Normal kills were just still 1 CXP,
Right.
2 CXP.
Right.
So
Dekion confirms does not include CXP, so
Yeah.
as Oliver was saying. Apparently the GSI satellite support terminals are once again active on Makeb. So if you happen to be doing stuff on Makeb and the terminals aren't working, they are again now. Wonder if anyone actually noticed. Probably they did. More bug fixes. The player's temporary ability bar will no longer disappear after exiting an alternate form, such as an ICATH walker. It should remain as just in the same way as if your heroic moment is active. Heroic moment expiring while in an alternative form will no longer prevent a character from interacting with terminals on ICATH. That was a nasty bug. Yeah, so there were a few bugs on there, and I've been hearing the whole grouping thing and switching side thing, and there were all kinds of problems with ICATH, but at least some of it has been fixed up. Veteran and Master Mode flashpoints will now drop loot for players level 51 through 64. 64, so that's been increased. Bolster now applies for Veteran and Master Mode Battle for Rishi, implying it didn't before. Oh dear. The lockout timer for defeating the new Operation Boss Tithe is now set to reset on Tuesday with all the other timers. Yeah. When was it resetting?
24 hours. It was resetting the following day.
Oh.
You can
so
run
you
it
could
every
do
single
wow.
daily.
Oh, was that a
Run it,
deliberate thing? Or do you think that was just sort of left over from the PTS or something?
I think that's possibly left over.
Okay.
I
Alright.
can't imagine that would have been intentional. Not if it was an Operation Spot.
Wow. Okay. Tithe now does drop crafting materials because they sort of left that out before. After his impressive entrance cinematic, Tithe has decided to actually wield his weapon. That would look weird. And even though he is a god, Tithe's entrance cinematic will no longer play after he's been defeated.
Yeah, that really freaked me out because you wait towards the end, reset, ran back,
no.
ran
And
into
there he
them,
is.
and he's alive again. It's like, oh my word!
Surprise! Oh, that's cool.
There is no end to war.
It would appear not. There's a new item, the legendary ICATH Shard Cluster. This consumable is dropped from some daily missions on ICATH. This Shard Cluster is bind on pickup. Will award more shards than the artifact ICATH Shard Cluster. Okay, so I only just started getting this yesterday when I was playing through it. So this is all new to me, new crap that you get to spend on stuff, presumably. So good.
I haven't even had a chance myself yet. I've just been leveling, so.
You need the shards. So for some of the daily missions, you have to. It's quite harsh, I think, because for some of the daily missions, you have actually got to pay to do the daily mission. Because you got to buy something, plus you need to spend shards as well.
Yeah,
So
that I saw.
yeah, for example, one of the daily missions is you got to kill, I don't know, it's like 40 enemies while playing as a walker. But in order to get the walker, you have to pay for the walker, and you have to use, I don't know, something like 600 shards or something. I don't know exactly how many. But you get the shards from killing enemies, so you have to kill a lot of enemies, get the shards, then you can do the daily. And if you haven't got enough shards, you can't do the daily.
That's kind of painful. Are the shards themselves bind on legacy or bind on pickup?
Ooh,
Or are they just a currency that
no,
accumulates?
It's a
think
currency.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So not shareable, obviously.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you get it as a pack first that you then can unpack. That
Oh.
becomes a currency.
Is the pack
But
bind on?
I didn't notice if it was.
Yeah, okay. It probably is bind on pickup.
Yeah.
They've added some credit boom or credit explosion things for some of the mission rewards, so you get a bit of extra stuff. Even though they thought it was really cool, NPCs during the Fortify the Defences mission on Arcath will no longer have numbers in their name. That doesn't sound like it was intended at all. Okay. Now, this is from Keith, just following up on the issue about the daily rewards while on Arcath. As of now, they've added the CXP pack and a credit explosion pack to the dailies where you control a mouse droid, a monitor droid, or a walker. So, and they are going to do some more stuff with additional rewards. So that's nice. Now, you'll notice Keith has been really active on the forums. Really active. So he's really taking interest in things and being really proactive about getting stuff fixed if players have a problem. So that's great. Yeah, Keith has really come to the party. So I have high hopes going
Yeah, but
forward.
I think that's more due to Keith's background.
In live operations.
Yeah, I think if you run that kind of area before, then I think
Yeah.
you're more prone to being more customer front end.
Right. Let's see. Now, there were some difficulties with the missions on Iocath to do with faction switching and stuff, some of which has been resolved. But that stopped you changing factions for the rest of the week. But a couple of things that are intended. If you have an Iocath daily or weekly mission in your log, you will be unable to change factions. So just be aware of that. And if you've completed a daily mission on Iocath, you will be unable to change factions for the remainder of the day. So those are not bugs, those are as intended.
Right.
Otherwise, change your faction as much as you like. Is there no loyalty in the galaxy anymore? Anyway. Still more bug fixes. Now, let's just finish with the known issues that were as of 5.2, and I don't know how many of these are still live, but a lot of them probably are. Daily missions on ICAF are not affected by the planetary mission highlight bonus from Galactic Command. If you change your appearance while on ICAF, it will not be updated in your cutscenes until you leave the planet and return. That's a bit fail. So, changing using wardrobe thing. Outfit designer. If you try to engage in an activity with a member of the opposite base faction, which is normally not allowed, such as a guild invite, you may receive a non-specific error message. So don't do that. While you're in a vehicle, I thought they fixed that one. That one fixed that one. If you group Q from ICAF via Group Finder into an Operation Flashpoint or Uprising, hitting Return to Med Center may remove you from the group and return you to ICAF. I'll go back and see if they fix that one. That doesn't sound right. They fixed that one. And that one's okay. Alright, so a whole lot of stuff was kind of broken with 5.2, but a lot of it has been fixed in 5.2.1. No doubt they'll continue to fix things. And if you haven't received your companions yet, they'll get them to you eventually.
There's
Wow,
other
okay.
bugs I can add to that list, though. So there's an issue with I wasn't able to change my... I wasn't able to abandon and respec OotiniCast one time. I don't know if it's because I was in a phase or something, but
Okay.
I couldn't do it, so I had to leave IOCAF, and then I could respec.
Right.
And the other thing, which is really, really annoying me, you know the little class icons
Yeah.
Right.
that you
Over
get?
your head.
Yeah, keep them coming back. I don't want to see them. I keep on getting rid
Oh,
of them, but
right.
every single time I log in,
Right.
they're there. And I have to click on the thing to make them appear, and then make them disappear again. And then they go. But then next time I log in, they're back. Really annoys me.
All right. Oh, I did want to mention that Keith, who's obviously now the producer for Star Wars: The Old Republic, has said he's going to be doing his roadmap. In fact, he'll be doing roadmaps on a fairly regular basis per quarter, I believe he said, roughly. And the first one will come out sometime in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I believe. So I would trust him on that, be patient, and he will lay out what is going to be happening that quarter and what to expect looking forward beyond that as far as I can tell. Now, just briefly, some Star Wars movie news. This was from Disney CEO Bob Iger, who's apparently leaving the company in 2019. Anyway, he said he has seen Episode 8, The Last Jedi, lucky bastard, and has addressed how the company is handling the death of Carrie Fisher. They are not changing Episode 8, so as per the film, obviously before Carrie Fisher died, those scenes will remain intact. Her performance remains as it was. So they digitally created characters for Rogue One. They are not doing that with Carrie. This matches everything that's been said to date. So she will not be a digital puppet. She will appear exactly as they originally filmed.
Yeah, as far as I've heard, the family has said it's okay, but they do not want to see her as CGI.
Okay.
So
At least.
that sounds good.
Not yet. Now, Iger also revealed the next film is a standalone project, the Han Solo origin story, if you like. It will follow his life through the ages of 18 through 24. And this film will include acquiring a certain vehicle, and meeting a certain Wookiee. And you also discover how he got his name, implying that Han Solo is not his original name. So all that, all the legend stuff about him being from the Solo family, I guess that's not, well, it's not true anyway. Oh well?
Please tell me it's not Ian. If you've ever seen the little cartoon thing where Yoda's going around and he's got a couple of Padawans, and one of the Padawans' name is Ian, and towards the very, very end, he goes, "Oh no, my name's not Ian," and he turns the I onto its side, so it's a H. So he goes, "My name's Han." Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Han
fail.
Solo.
Yeah, okay. Let's assume not.
It was good though. I find it funny.
Yeah.
And he does confirm that thinking of Star Wars stories well beyond Episode 9, so the team is thinking about what could be another decade and a half of Star Wars stories, and I'll bet you it will just keep on going and going, like the Marvel movies. If it makes money, they will keep doing it.
Yeah, let's just hope they keep quality as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, and that's the news.
Okay. All right, that'll bring us to the Force Feedback, where we read your tweets and emails. And thank you, first of all, to our latest Utini patrons, Chris and William. Thank you very much. And let's see. So starting with Exactor of the Old Republic Dads Guild on the Shadowlands server.
Who we
Exactor
met
writes,
when we were at our cantina.
Yes. He writes, "Hey guys, attached is the heroic spreadsheet I mentioned in Orlando. A few things to note. Everything was completed on a level 70 character with 228 gear, solo, non-stealth. Your mileage may vary. Time was my average time to complete the mission, including all the bonus missions that may be associated. Credits will fluctuate depending on the number of group members and your level. Champions and elites. These are the average number you will defeat if completing the mission and all bonus quests associated with it. If you stealth or try some tricky maneuvers, you could encounter fewer or greater if wanted numbers. And for comments, OW equals open world missions, and LS/DS choice equals you'll need to make a choice between light and dark. Feel free to share this with the greater community. Hope it's helpful."
You'll be able to download it from the show notes from this episode 307. So thank you very much, Zactor, and it was good to meet you.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. AJ writes, "Hey, Chill and Tio. First, meeting you both at Celebration was amazing." Yes, it was. AJ was awesome. Nice guy. Hanging out with OotiniCast and friends at both the SWTOR and Utini Cantina was a lot of fun. Big thanks to Bill and Kathy for hosting. Yes,
Indeed.
once again.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Kathy. It was a very good time.
Yep. I'm writing this email because I have quite a few thoughts about the operation setup at the SWTOR Cantina. I think bringing an operation to the cantina was such a cool idea. Having a way to play the game and check out the upcoming op boss was unique compared to other cantinas I've been to. I know the setup was a bit rushed after talking to the devs, but I have a few suggestions for future cantinas. Suggestions. 1. Run Windows Update before starting up SWTOR. One computer was struggling, and it was just Windows being Windows. Sort of amusing and likely an artifact of the little prep time before celebration. 2. Each computer should have a variety of ACs for a particular role, DPS, healer, tank, ready to go. In the cantina, each machine had only one AC configured. One advanced class configured. Yep. Yeah, so we're already pugging, but with unfamiliar classes, it is a much bigger handicap.
It was, the guys were really struggling with that. We saw the guys who were doing it.
Yep. Placards or signs indicating available advanced classes to play at each computer station would limit the need for the developers to reiterate what info is with each group.
Yep.
4. Headsets with mics that work. The players were not spread out that far, but it is hard to project your voice in a ballroom filled with other people chatting. Headsets with mics would have helped a lot with communication.
Right.
5. I believe the gear was 246 or 248 rating, but it was not optimized. Optimized gear is essential for DPS to get the right amount of accuracy. However, bolster does help, and it was just story mode. And 6. Standard SWTOR settings sometimes are not the best, like camera distance for the Tithe fight should be maxed out. I realized I couldn't see a large chunk of the battlefield midway through the fight thanks to the game's current settings. Keybinds fall into the same category. I know there's little that can be done to match a player's preferred key bindings, but having standard modifiers like Control Alt and Shift to cover a second set of abilities would have helped. A few UI choices would be nice as well. The UI is a little more important for healers in order to see all the debuffs and dots. That's true.
Yeah,
and 7,
I don't think they would have allowed you to do the Zoom hack though during on their PCs during the
they could at least,
cantina.
Yeah, but you can at least bring out the zoom distance as far as you can legitimately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the settings was why I never even considered once sitting down for the operation fight, because I use an Nostromo and I could not play on a regular keyboard.
They only had 2-button mice as well, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, I would not be able to hack that. And 7, I think it'd be cool if a dev was either in voice chat with the ops team, helping where they can, or raiding alongside us. Yeah. That would be cool. Very cool. I really hope BioWare decides to do more op setups at future cantinas. My group had 2 very rusty 1.0 players, and the rest of us had not raided together. We were also not on familiar classes. I got stuck with Shadow DPS that I rarely play. I did pull threat, though.
Yeah.
Well, it says you're doing pretty well, I guess, unless you're accidentally hitting your taunt. Thanks, and keep up the good work.
Thanks, AJ.
Thanks, AJ. Good stuff.
Good meeting you as well. We happen to work for the same company just through some bizarre coincidence. So, yeah, it was good to catch up.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Jay Connell writes, why probably the, quote-unquote, probably the last time Tio and Chill would podcast in the same room.
I must have said that probably on the episode before the live one. And that's simply because being able to travel at all with small children means that this was literally a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We will travel again once the kids are older, but it won't be for a while. So, unless Chill, you come here.
I was going to say, I could come there, but it's a little tricky to do right now. I mean, I still have a son in high school, so, and it's just me, so, you know, it's a little tricky. I mean, I guess we could maybe do it on a summer break sort of thing, maybe. I don't know.
Australia's a nice place to have a holiday.
It is.
I'm guessing though, even when the kids get a little bit older, it's still going to be a bit of a struggle to sort of convince everyone to say, yes, we're going on holidays. Where are we going? Well, we're going to see Uncle Chill. And we're going to stay with him for a couple of days so that we can do the show. Yeah. Like, okay, you know, we're not going to the beach, so we're not going to. Like, no, we're going to stay with Uncle Chill. So yeah, that can be interesting.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're committing to go to Australia from the U.S., you know, you can't just make that. That's not a long weekend sort of thing. I mean, you have to
Yeah.
spend some real time down there, or else it's just not worthwhile.
I know that 13-hour flight is brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't scare you off. It's not that bad.
Libero says, "Don't forget the next door neighbors." Yes, New Zealand would be awesome to visit.
Yes. Yes, we're looking forward to going back there, actually. It's a fantastic place to have a holiday. Anyway.
Yeah, and that's a pretty short flight, right, for you? A couple hours?
3
like that?
hours? Yeah.
That's not bad at all. All right, Johnny, born to eat bacon. Oh yes, I remember this from Twitter. Linked the YouTube video, Princess Leia's Stolen Death Star Plans with illicit help from your friends, track 1 and 2. And it's a wonderful Star Wars parody song where they sing it to the opening songs from the Sgt. Pepper's album of the Beatles.
Nice. Yeah, it's
Very
cool.
nice.
Very cool.
Yes, and the lyrics apparently are copyright 2015, Daniel Edward Amrich and Jude Aaron Kelly.
Nice work, guys.
Very nice.
And it is an
Additional
unofficial fan tribute. It is not intended
Right.
for commercial use. And Lucasfilm, no doubt, could shut it down if they chose to, but
Yep.
they're pretty good sports about this kind of thing.
Yeah, fun stuff. Evelyn writes, hashtag New Ray is looking a lot like Bastilla Shan, or at least very Old Republic. And there's a picture of Ray, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see the resemblance there.
This is
It's
New
interesting.
Ray, a picture from episode 8, The Last Jedi.
Right. And you can tell, I mean, they're definitely sort of using her original outfit from Force Awakens. There's still the wraps and some of the other desert garb, but
Just
she's
been
got...
modified.
Yeah, it's heavily modified.
Maybe
And
Luke
you're right.
lent her a few of his old bits and pieces.
Yeah, it does have sort of a SWTOR look about it.
It does.
Yeah.
It really does.
Now, we had a response to that tweet from Evan, who said Daisy has a face for it, but the outfit is totally different. Yeah,
And then,
true.
A
True.
picture of one of them, yeah.
And that is Bastila from KOTOR.
Mm.
Yeah.
I can see a small maybe not to Bastila completely, but at least to Old Republic era.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's more like what I was thinking,
Yeah.
with the bits of wrist armor and the heavy
Yeah.
belt and so on.
Exactly. A movie I'm so looking forward to.
Not long now, only another 8 months ish.
Something like that.
That's a long time.
Yeah. I know.
It goes fast though. All right. Was
Alright.
there anything else from the chat room or anything?
I don't think so. We've been picking it up as we've been going.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I think we're good. Thanks everyone for watching.
All right, then. That's a show. If you'd like to play with us in the Utini Knights Guild on the Republic side of the Harbinger server, or in our Guild on the Empire side, do a /C join Utini to join the Utini channel. Then let us know you're a fan of the show. You can email questions and comments about the show to utinicast@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter using @UtiniCast. You can find contact details for all of us on our website, utinicast.com, which includes how to subscribe to us using iTunes, Stitcher, and the rest. We record the show live, semi-bi-weekly, on Thursdays at 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Go to utinicast.com/live to find out how to join in. Our theme song is Doomsday by Jean-Paul Zogby. And thank you to the chat room, and thank you to Leva, and to Blay.
Yeah, thank
Cheers,
you
guys.
for having me.
And we'll see you next
As
week.
always.
And we're never going to reproduce that Utini rage. I love the way that Kuze at the live show, Kuze organised a group, got
Yes, that
one
was
side
fun.
to say Utini, the other side to say rage. That's just amazing. So thank you everyone. Thank you for watching. We will be back either next week or most likely the week after. Ivalon will be on week after next, regardless. That's our friend who is the composer in real life and is our expert on Star Wars and SWTOR music.
Excellent.
Ooh.
Can't
It'll be
wait.
a good show.
Amazing.
Looking forward to that with everyone. So anyway, may the force be with you, or serve you well. See you next week or the week after. All right, Chill. You're gonna have to take us. Sorry, you must have the control.
Stopping the stream and stopping the broadcast.